All right, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to this live session. My name is Victor. They call me Bishop. And so let's hold on quickly before we do the PPI. For now, we have like 11 persons on the call. So we are going to be starting full in the next like 2 minutes. So just hang in there. I'll be with us shortly. All right. Thank you very much. All right, good afternoon, guys. Sorry for taking a little bit of time. Just wanted to have more persons. Uh, but another Tuesday and the last day, today will be interesting because we have PPI fundamentals coming up at 1:30 p.m. So we're not going to most time on, strategy training because usually what a lot of person think I do is just come, get, buy, sell, buy, sell. Not really. My ultimate goal is to, as much as I can tell you buy or sell, but the ultimate goal is to equip you with sufficient knowledge in the market to be able to trade yourself. Um, Audio not stable. Is it clear on every other person's part? If it's not clear on your part, please indicate on the chat so that I'll know before we proceed. If my audio is still not clear on your part, please indicate before we proceed. Okay, so I guess it's clear on every other person's part. Okay, all right, so it's clear now. All right, thank you. So let's proceed now. Okay, so let me just quickly do, the usual before we get down to business. Basically, we looking at the markets, a lot of times the market can be confusing. A lot of times the market can be, yes, confusing, but a little bit of dicey. And there are times where you feel that, oh, the market is looking clear. Let me go in, and you take the trade. And obviously, it just starts going bad and goes bad very fast. Now, when the market is going in your direction, I don't know if it is psychological. A lot of persons see that when the market is going in your favor now, you are making profit. The profit might not be much. The profit grows gradually. But when the market is going against you, it grows negatively faster. Like, has anyone observed that? Have you gotten that psychological, inducement before? The market is going against you, right? If you've gotten that, please just let me know. Yes, on the chat box. Like when the market is not in your favor, it goes fast, very bad, very fast. All right, Felix, nice to have you again. Okay, so, well, it depends on a number of factors, though, but let's just look at one or two things we can just quickly look at again. So basically, I think I've taught us like two strategies which are mostly closely related to each other. Carlo, Charles, a lot of persons are they're in that issue right now. One more person again. Angel. Is it Angel? Oh, Angel Ray. I thought that was Angle. Sorry. Angel. All right. So the market can be tricky sometimes. Now, let me tell you the ultimate truth, which a lot of persons will not tell you. That should they pay. I've seen someone who told me, she said, I can't remember her name, but she's from the South. I asked her to, um, I asked her to buy gold. Yeah, it was a pending order for a buy. That was a buy limit, and she did. A few minutes later, she called me back that, whoa, it has peaked, it's in profit. And I was like, okay, just hold on. Before she said, oh, I've closed it. How much? 8K or so. Like, no, you don't close it. Just wait for it. Price later went up. Then she said, let's do it again. I said, no. I gave the same pending that basically she found herself in negative and she was saying that she was beginning to run temperature because her trade was going bad and it was going bad very fast. So it was like, the more you keep seeing red, she said she was running temperature. So yes, I can understand how the psychological effects can translate to something physical in your body, or you start to sweat, become restless. Yes, the market can do that to you sometimes, but we can try as much as possible to avoid the situation, which brings me back to what I was saying. I was trying to explain the fact that the market sometimes can be confusing, right? And even when sometimes the market is looking a bit clear to you, it can still go back, right? So have it at the back of your mind first that you can never predict this market 100%, but you can do your best, do your due diligence, right? Now, what am I saying? Out of 20 trades, I can have 20 rights. A lot of times it might not be that the case. At least you should expect like 15, 16, 17, 18 to be right. The rest might go wrong. So you stand to gain more than you lose, which brings me to the point that for the fact that you entered the trade now and you lost, doesn't mean that the next trade is going to be a loss also. Perhaps the next trade is going to be that winner that will cover up, or even the one after that is going to be that winner. So I'm trying to encourage somebody here. No, as much as the market might look confusing, don't give up. Keep trying, keep learning, keep grinding. You will get this. And my job now is to help you to get it. So what do we do in trying to trade this particular market? Now, don't just look at whatever you are seeing on the surface value. I will always tell you, always go higher. So for instance, I'm on a 1 hour time frame. So what I'm seeing currently is this is USDJPY. I've seen price range dropped massively, then price is gradually pulling up again, right? Price is gradually pulling up again. So which means that this is what I'm saying on the 1 hour, but I need to go higher to really see the pattern. I'm looking for a pattern. We work with pattern. So I go to my 4 hours time frame. You can see a particular pattern, significant, continuous, rise. All of a sudden, very, very sharp drop in price. USDJPY does that a lot. And I think in the last session, I explained to you. Now, if I go to my daily time frame, you clearly see that this guy likes going and going down. And for every time it does a significant fall, every time it does a significant fall, it does an equal or even a much more significant rise over time. All right? It does an equal or even a much more significant rise over time. Now, I've seen another significant fall here, right? So what am I expecting to happen again? I'm expecting another significant rise over time. Here, even more than that level. Now, this is going to happen over time. So what we are just trying to do is, right now, at this moment, is price really going to continue going up from what I've been seeing the last few days? Let me zoom in. From what I've been seeing the last few days, right? The first thing you do, please look out for the pattern. The pattern can tell you if price is sloping up or sloping down. So currently, this is what I'm seeing. Price is doing this currently. Price is pulling up, okay? So I want to join that pull up because you can see for the last few days, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Price has been doing more of up than down. So is price going to continue pulling up? Yes. Fundamental is coming out by 1:30 the next few minutes, let's say like 16 minutes or 15 minutes or few seconds from now. So this is the possible scenario that's going to happen. I can try and give us some pending orders, but this is what we're expecting to happen. Because USDJPY is on an uptrend, this is the trend on a daily time frame. It's on an uptrend, right? Good. It means it favors going up more than down. And for every time it goes down, either caused by fundamental or whatever reason, or technicals, it always recovers. Which means that if the news comes out now and it is bad for the US dollar, price is obvious. But when price falls, after that fall, we are going to experience some significant level of rise, and it's going to rise very fast. All right? It's going to rise back, and it's going to rise very fast. This is where price is aiming back for this level. Price is aiming back for this level over time, but it will be doing it step by step. Price, okay, look at what I marked, right? I think I marked the price from this level I just marked now. Price will get to this level. From this level, price will get to this level. From this level, price can get back to this level. And from this level, before price getting to the overall level. So it's a step-by-step thing, okay? So what is going to happen? If the news comes out bad, price will fall and come back all the way to our support here. Now, please listen and listen carefully. If the fundamental is not significant enough to make price drop to this level, tomorrow, price might continue falling again. Let's say something like this. You can just see a little bit of rise, and all of a sudden price gets here. Now, The moment price gets this support level, you can expect some massive rise price. Okay, price will start going all the way up. Hence, we are going to be attacking price with some pending orders for USD JPY. Uh, let me take out some of these things so we can see price clearly. For USD JPY, we're going to have our sell order somewhere below here, and our TP is not going to be much. If the news comes out bad for dollar and price will drop, at least it should be able to drop to this level. And alternatively, if it comes up, right, and it comes up good, then price should rise, and price should be able to rise back to this high. Let me take this out. Okay, so we are going to have our buy. Let me use my much more lower time frame. Okay. So a buy, we're going to have a buy at 147.719, 147.719, and our take profit is going to be at 148.101. I don't know if someone can help me with the entry points here on the chart so we can have them, because from now I'm going to move on to the next. Please, can you all still hear me, please? Can you all still hear me? Now, the fundamental is not going to make us do some training. I just want to give us some, based on expectations, the price points, what to expect. Can everyone hear me? Can you still hear me, please? If you can hear me, yes, on the chat box. If you can hear me, yes, on the chat box. Oh, okay. All right. That's good. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. We're going to have our buy. Now, this is a buy stop. Buy stop. Let me put it. It's going to be a buy stop at 147, 147.238. And we're going to have our TP at 148, right? 148. Oh, sorry. TP at 148.101. Buy entry at 147.719. Okay. 147.719. Then we have our sell stop. That is in case price, comes out bad for the dollar and is going to rise. Then we'll have our sell stop at 147.238. And our TP is going to be at 146.769. Okay. So this is the entry point for USD JPY. This is for USD JPY. Okay. Now, please, someone might ask, why am I not giving stop loss? Oh, I've adjusted this. Oh, I wanted to adjust it. Forgot I've given out the entry already, but it's still fine. Unfortunately, somehow PPI might not really be a strong fundamental, but we are expecting the CPI tomorrow, which is CPI and NFP now. They are dragging who is the major fundamental, number one fundamental in the market at the moment. Okay. So this is for USD JPY. This is what we are expecting. Now, don't forget the bigger picture. Don't forget the bigger picture. And the bigger picture for now is, let me go back to my 1 hour time frame. The bigger picture for now is the fact that if the news comes out bad, after taking your entry point and everything, and you still see that price goes all the way, it falls all the way down to this point here, then we start the rally up again, start rallying up again until price gets to a very high point, okay, over time, right? At least for the rest of this month, even up to next month, you'll see continuous rise in USD JPY. Now, AUD USD are almost the same thing. You can see a significant drop and price also trying to rise. But unlike USD JPY, AUD USD is on a downtrend, clearly on a downtrend. Now, this is my daily time frame. You can see continuous and persistent fall in price over time. Okay, and this is just since 2021. If you can go to our weekly time frame, you would even see more, fall in price. Okay, so at the moment, for the dollar, in the case of AUD USD, since AUD is the base currency and USD is the put currency, if price comes out good for the dollar, then we are to expect a fall in price. We are to expect price falling again. All right. Now, it might not fall up to this point, but we never can tell. Price can come back to our major support level, major support level again. Or worst case scenario, price comes to this level. Now, the fundamental for this afternoon is going to be a major determining factor for what we are going to do. It's not business as usual. If we have buy, sell, and the fundamental comes now and it gives an alternative scenario, it makes dollar to be strong or weak. We can't tell. So it's more like a gamble now. But amidst the gamble, we are trying to see how we can still profit if it comes out and either way. So either way it comes out, if it's going to come out bad for the dollar, then if it's going to come out good for the dollar, then price of AUD USD should fall. So I'm going to have a sell here, and we're going to have our TP at this point. A sell and a TP at this point for AUD USD. And alternatively, if it's going to come out good, then I don't want to give it, I don't want to leave it very close because price can trigger and not get to take profit. So if I have it here now, it's going to be very risky to start putting take profit somewhere high. Hence, I'm going to have my buy order somewhere above. Excuse me. And I'm going to have my TP somewhere even further above. Please, I'll need help with the entry points. Okay, so most times we can be very fast. AUD USD buy. Now we are using pending order because we don't know in what direction price is going to come. So a pending order will be best for us to use now. 0.66, 106, then TP at 0.66. Let me see, 66281. Okay, now this is for AUD USD. It's a buy stop. Okay. I'm supposed to do more of currency, but let us also consider gold after this. Then a sell stop now is going to be at 0.655, 65881, and TP at 0.65712. All right. Okay. Whoa. What just happened? 65712. All right. So this is for AUD USD at the moment. These are our entry points at the moment for AUD USD. So let's go to more serious instruments. I feel like when the news comes out, we should be able to now know if we can take the trade or not, but let's have pending orders in case. So there was something I was observing on this guy, Paul Gold. I don't know how many of you use moving averages to trade. Is there anyone who uses moving averages to trade here? Moving average strategy to trade. I just want to show you a particular trick, right? Okay. Anybody? Okay. Aha, Charles. Oh, is there Helen Ojo on the call? Okay. Yeah, 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 yeah. Uh-huh. Okay. Okay. So now when it comes to moving average, especially for a popular instrument like gold that a lot of persons usually trade. Now, observe something on my I'm going backward so that you can see for yourself. Now, what I want you to see is how suiting or how fitted price is with the moving average. Basically, price, the way it works with moving average, let me just give a quick, price, if price is above the moving average, then the moving average serves as a dynamic support at that time for price. What it means is whenever price goes up and the moving average is below it, you wait for price to come back to the moving average. The moment it can touch your moving average, and in this case, I have moving average 21, and I have my moving average also 50, and it is exponential, hear me, exponential moving average. So the moment price touches your moving average, it means the moving average is going to serve as support to push price up. The moment price comes back to touch your moving average again, it means it's going to serve as support to push price up. So the more it comes to touch, it should put price up. Now, whenever you have fundamentals, moving average is not the best fit for you to trade at that point because, like, unlike this case here, moving average can just break that door, bring price below moving average. So in case you are now buying either from here or here, it's not going to buy. Price will just go below your moving average, isn't it? Now, at this point, your moving average is no longer supporting price. It's going to be resisting price. It means since price is now below moving averages, whenever price goes and touches moving average, it serves as resistance to shoot it back down. All right, goes back, shoot it back down, shoot it back down. It's better to shoot it back down. Price breaks moving average again. Now, there are times where you see something like this. It becomes too clumsy. Price goes in, it goes out, it goes in, it goes out, right? It becomes very, very scattered. Okay. Scenario like this. So you are seeing price just going in, going out, going in. The moving average is not even helping price at that moment. Now, what you can do for yourself is to go to a much higher time frame, like the closest higher time frame. I've been on 1 hour since, then I go to 4 hours. 4 hours should be able to do what? Should be able to smoothing price for me at that time. You're able to make it look a bit smooth for me at that time. Now, all of these things you are seeing on 1 hour that might not look, that's 4 hours that is looking smooth. It might not be exactly as smooth on 1 hour. And when it is not smooth, and when it is looking not smooth on 1 hour, 4 hours should be better. 4 hours should look smooth. Now, what I'm saying is this: if you use moving average to trade, and on your 1 hour time frame, price is just going inside and outside the moving average, go to 4 hours. It should look smooth at that time. And if it's not smooth on your 4 hours, go back to your 1 hour. It should look smooth at that time. I think in my experience, moving averages work more for me from my 4 hour time frame first. If 4 hours look smooth, then I shouldn't have problem trading my moving average on my 1 hour. If it can touch my 4 hours, then I'm going to be buying. Now it's time already. I don't think this news is really, really going to affect the market as much. Let's see. Sorry, Forex Factory. The fundamental. Let's see. Oh, came out bad for the dollar. Okay. So we are not really seeing effects. Is the CPI. So price is either our buy or stop or AUD. Neither did it trigger our trade on. Oh, it did for AUD USD JPY. It triggered the sell and is out of the sell again. What's the status now, guys? What's the status? It triggered the sell. Now, if you trigger the buy, there would have been no issue. But since you trigger the sell, what I'll just say is once you are in profit again, just close out this sell. I would very much like for you to close out this sell. Now, our preferred trade is a buy. Our preferred trade is a buy. Did anyone close the trade before it's no longer in profit again? Did anyone close the trade? It triggered the sell, but it did not take profit. It triggered the sell. What's the current status? What's the situation, guys? I need responses. I need responses. Did anyone even close out any profit at all? So we can continue business as usual. Since the fundamental is out of the way, it didn't really affect market as we were expecting. Well, it's no surprise. The PPI is a lesser fundamental compared to the CPI, which talks about inflation. I think in the US, they consider employment, inflation, and their GDP way more significant to every other fundamentals that we do have, right? So that is in order of priority. So please close out your trade once it gets back to, even if it's a little profit, just close it out so that you don't close it in negative, okay? So let's continue our session as usual. Now we can look into buying or selling. Okay, now we can look into buying or selling. So, yes, right now you can have a buy on USD JPY, but before you do so, let me confirm something, please. Okay, it might be difficult for us to buy it now. I have my currency meter here, which tells me that USD is even currently down. Yes, like I said, the news made it a little bit down, and JPY is still stronger than the US dollar right now. But remember, I said in the long run, price is pulling up, right? So we can have a buy on USD JPY. Remember, I advised to close out that trade. Price will be pulling up. Let's buy USD JPYs, guys. A buy on USD JPY. Close out the pending order and let's go into a buy on USD JPY. Okay. On gold. Yes, also a buy on gold. Price is getting, no, please don't buy that gold again. It's getting to our resistance level, which we can see price turning to the other side. Now, I think the last 3 hours ago when I saw this, I was like, okay, we're going to buy this. Unfortunately, it wasn't time for the session. All right, remember, moving average. Price is currently above moving average. So it means that whenever price comes back and touches our moving average, we are going to be buying gold, especially in a trending market. And that buy has been happening since 3 hours ago. Okay, since 3 hours ago, that buy has been happening. Even when the fundamental just came out, just have slightly bit of significant buy down the last 2 hours. But irrespective, price has approached a previous resistance, this level here. So price might not continue that upward movement immediately. So you can see that resistance level that I'm talking about. All right, so this is the resistance level right here that I'm talking about. Aha. Okay, so we've had, you know, how many hits right now. So price might reverse to the downside again. It might reverse to the downside again. So that's why we cannot buy gold at the moment. Alternatively, you can have a sell limit order. Sell limit order. Sell limit. Sell limit. There's a lot of pressure for price to come down now, right now on gold. There's a lot of pressure. So I'm not advising you to buy. You can only sell if price pulls up to this resistance level for gold right now. Let me see. Sell limit. Now, not sell stop. Sell limit order. Sell limit. When you are placing your pending orders, sell limit. And your sell limit is going to be at this level. 2474.8. And then you can have your TP somewhere around here, somewhere around 2464.66. This is for gold right now. I'm expecting gold to respect this resistance. Now, alternatively, right? At the same time, we are going to be having our stop loss somewhere above here. Our risk to reward wants to look uneven. You have your stop loss somewhere above in case price breaks this resistance. So you not find yourself at the receiving end where you start holding on to negative. It's better for you to take me out, then I'll now continue buying you in future than me holding on to that negative. What of the sell at a loss? What sell? What sell? Let me see. What sell? I don't get you. Okay. So today is not our usual, oh, just come buy or sell. This fundamental has slightly affected our analysis, but irrespective, it doesn't mean we cannot trade, right? So we possibly want to sell at our resistance, but in case price does not respect resistance, then here's going to be our stop loss, 2486.52. We're going to have our stop loss at that point. Whatever makes price break this resistance, it will retest and continue going up. It will retest that resistance level, then continue going up. Okay. So that continue going up. Have you seen where account, wipes? Yes. These are instances where you find out that you hold on to a negative, the negative keeps growing until the whole thing wipes. For those who are scalpers, this is a very good time to scalp a sell trade on gold right now. Scalp, sell, scalp, sell, scalp, sell. Price is finding it difficult to continue going up above this resistance level. Price is finding it difficult, to keep pulling up at the moment, right? So for those who are scalping, you can scalp the sell. If you are not a scalper, let your sell limit order be at this point, then have your stop loss somewhere above here to avoid stories that touch, okay? All right, so that is for gold. Let's take one more instrument before we call it a day. By our next session, which is next week, Tuesday, we'll do a combination of one strategy and then we're going to have some trades, maybe like 2 or 3 trades at least. But for today, just bear with me. Let's just have this trade. Unfortunately, the fundamental didn't go well. Let's one more instrument, guys. Which one should we do? I think this place is too quiet. Please, can you guys still hear me? Can anyone still hear me? If you can hear me, please type a yes on the chat box. Mr. Emmanuel, can you hear me? Okay. All right. Okay. Please, what's the status of the trades you had on? The AUD USD didn't trigger, but the Euro USD, no, sorry, USJPY trigger. Did anyone close it in profit, or is it still running at a loss? I just want to know. All right. Just want to know what's happening. And like I said, for those who are scalping, you can scalp a sell on gold if you're a scalper. Scalp a sell on gold until the next 15 minutes. Until the next 15 minutes. That is, once it is 145, 155 rather, you stop scalping sell. You just stop selling. Once it's 155, you just stop scalping sell. And you give price that 5 minutes to allow the next candle to come up again. Okay? To allow the next candle to come up again. One more instrument, maybe GBP USD. GBP USD. So clearly, I think the dollar is getting weaker and weaker. The last time it was 34%. Now it's 17%. Now it's 17%, which is bad. But don't worry, price is still going to pull up, especially on USD JPY. It's just going to slow down that. It's going to slow down that upward movement at the moment. It's going to slow down that upward movement at the moment. GBP USD also is at a resistance level at the moment, so we cannot continue the buy. We cannot continue the buy, even though it looks slightly like a buy. And for the fact that the dollar is getting weak and the pound is gaining strength, it's currently at 54% on my currency strength meter. I am not going to advise a buy at the moment. I'm not going to advise a buy. It's been bullish almost all day. But I can tell you one thing for free. This guy is definitely going to fall again. This guy is definitely going to fall again. So unless price breaks above this resistance level here, this current resistance level here, so I've extended the resistance. So you can see that price is clearly at this resistance, and it respected the resistance once, twice, and it is there for the third time. So it might respect that resistance. If you buy now, there's still enough room for price to fall. If you buy now, you might be at the receiving end of the market. All right. There's enough room for price to fall. Hence, I'm going to be giving us a sell, but with a stop loss. I'm going to be giving us a sell trade with a stop loss. I'm going to be giving us a sell on GBP USD. Now, the stop loss, the condition for that sell, I talked about it actually at Angel Ray. I did, but not extensively. So I'm going to I'll take out my time to do a video on moving average. That's not the strategy I want to talk about next week. Trust me, that strategy I want to talk about next week is very important, and I think everyone here needs that strategy. I don't like jamming up strategies to avoid stories that touch. In case you've not been following us for this particular session, the New York live trading session, and the previous ones we've had, you can quickly just go to Val is going to be posting the link. All right, you just go to the YouTube channel and you will see previous videos of this analysis. I think I've had like 2 or 3 different strategies, I think that I've talked about. So just learn the strategies rather, watch the videos and learn the strategy. I'm sure it's going to help you to be able to trade. Now, the next strategy I want to talk about is probably the most important one I've talked about since I've been talking about strategies. Even way more important than the moving average, right? Way more important than the moving average. And I can tell you for free, you will know what the next candle is most likely going to be. You will know what the next candle is most likely going to be. So if I'm going to practicalize it here, let me just give you a hint of what I'm talking about. It's more like what we call a fair value gap, right? Some of you can go and read up on it before you come here, but I'm still sure that I will have something to tell you about it. And it's going to be like okay, just have your stop loss at 1.28396. 1.28396. Have your stop loss there, but sell GBP USD right now. And in case you are looking for TP, you can have your TP at this level here. You can have your TP at 1.27716. 1.27716. I think I also mentioned for those who are scalping gold, right? I don't think anybody took that scalp. Did anybody take the scalp on gold? Sell. I said scalp, sell, scalp, sell, scalp, sell. And I said buy USD JPY, buy USD JPY, buy USD JPY. These are the trades that I called. And then I cancel the fundamental for AUD USD. Just close the pending orders rather for both buy and sell for AUD USD. Just close it. Okay. I think we're on what instrument were we analyzing before we had a break in transmission? Okay. Yeah, so who asked that question? Angel Ray. Quickly follow this channel, on YouTube, and you're going to have all of the videos to understand them. So I was trying to show you what we call the fair value gap on GBP USD. Okay. Now, it works where you have something like perhaps the starting of a particular move. Each candle is always aligned following the next and the next candle. Something like this. Let me zoom in again. Let me zoom in again. So, something like this. Let's say this one, 5, 1, 2, 3. Now, have you wondered why these candles usually have these wicks, this shadow, upper wick and lower wick, right? You need to wonder why these candles are having these upper and lower shadows. It's because price finds it hard to move from, let's say price move from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's one candle. It changed price from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then the next candle is supposed to continue at 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, but it doesn't usually continue at 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the first one stopped at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The next candle can drop from 5 down to 4, 3. After 4, 3 can go back to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right? The next candle, instead of starting from 10 to all of 11, 12, 13, it comes back from 10, goes to 9, 8, 7. Right? Then it starts going back, continue the trend upward again. Now, you might not get the full picture, but trust me, you are going to understand fully when I come with the fair value gap. I think I'll need some pictorial examples, which I'm going to create before that particular session, right? So this is where we'll call it a day for today. Unfortunately, we cannot have our session as usual, and the fundamental did not go as planned. But for tomorrow's fundamentals, you're going to be having some signals from your account managers. Please, guys, fund your accounts. I don't think it's of any use if you are here, your account is not funded. Whenever trades are being called, you cannot take those trades. Whatever you are learning, it cannot translate to money for you. You can't use it to trade to get money. Okay. Like I understand, some persons here might have been hurt before, the market might have burnt your hands before, but it doesn't mean that you can't still make money. Okay. So that's why I'm trying to guide you through that process. So trust the process, fund your account, and let us trade and enjoy the profit in the market. As my usual statement would be, my inheritance in this market. You have inheritance there. So it's our duty to collect our inheritance from the market. Is there any question before we call it a day? Any question? Any question? Any question from anybody? Any question from anybody? So you can go onto this YouTube channel. Even this particular session we did is currently being live streamed on YouTube, so you can head over there to watch this video from beginning to the end again, right? So in the absence of any other question, or any question rather, I think we'll call it a day for today. Looking forward to seeing you. Looking forward to seeing you in the next session. And trust me, you don't want to miss it, right? You don't want to miss the next session. It's probably going to be the most important strategy I've talked about. Most important strategy I've talked about, okay? Thank you very much, and have a peaceful and a profitable day. Enjoy.
All right then, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very, very much, that Bishop. Well done, everybody. Thank you for joining in again. Yes, this is the New York live trading session. Remember, we do this every Tuesday by 1 p.m. Just like you mentioned, you do not want to miss the next sessions that will be coming up. Thursday we'll be having trading psychology by Uncle G. Yes, so trust me, don't want to miss that. All you need to know about trading psychology, because in this market, if you understand and can conquer your psychology, you understand, 90% of profitable traders are able to conquer their strategy before they're able to be profitable in this market. So please feel free to joining on Thursday. Speak to your account manager. You get the link and to join in as well. All right. Also, in this market as well, it's very, very important to have somebody to guide you. Get yourself a mentor. I do offer those services. So if you want a personal mentor, feel free to reach out to me as well. Speak to your account manager and they'll refer you to me, somebody to hold and guide you. All right. So also, please note every analysis, news, strategies, and everything done here today is on our own understanding of the market. We do not guarantee profits, and past profits do not always guarantee future profits. Trade cautiously, use proper risk management levels and strategies as well. All right, then. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Valentine, also known as ValFX. Do have yourself a peaceful and very, very profitable day ahead. Peace.